Hi, I'm Sarah, this native psychic medium healer, and we're going to talk about mediumship. So, this is going to be about what your loved ones say, usually in the messages I get. So, first we're going to start off what the messages are like. I'm going to be giving you, right? So, this is my message that came to me from the beginning. So, my messages. So, I give you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, are my messages. I give you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, are my messages. And that's a really good one. So we're going to get into it. Let's get into it. So we're going to talk about it. So usually in the messages I get from your loved ones, they talk about they want you to move on. Then it's not like they want you to forget them or anything like that. They want you to be able to move on and let go so that you're not carrying the burdens that you carry with you, right? For example, a lot of my readings will ask you to start moving on and grieving, whatever that may be for you, because a lot of them want you to grieve because you haven't, and a lot of you don't grieve because you're carrying all this grief, right? And then a lot of you wonder why your loved one doesn't come forward because you're spending that time in grief that they're not here. So you're not able to see the signs that they're showing you. They show you signs, right? They show you all of these different kind of signs that they're here. For example, dimes. I find dimes and quarters. Those ones come from my guide. But when they send you those, look at the date. It could be a significant date for you. An anniversary. And it could be like something like that. It could be something that means something to you. You got to figure out what that date means to you. And why is it significant. Whatever it is they're trying to get you to look at. Or if it's your husband or something, wanting you to look at maybe an anniversary. I've had that recently, not too long ago in one of my reads that I did. The husband showed her an anniversary, and because she was having a hard time without a husband. So her husband wanted to show that he was there. And so she got to see that he's around. And now she understands it. Now she doesn't feel so alone. She knows he's there with her. So, and this is the thing. Your loved one is always around you. They're just on the other side. I call it the other side. They're around you all the time. So you can communicate with them anytime you want, right? So you can say, and they hear you when you say, I miss you, Dad. I miss you, Mom. Miss you, son. They hear you on those messages. And they'll let you know in your reads, too. That's another thing I want to say. Because in the read, they're like, I heard you. Or if you were crying on your bed or something like that, they'll let you know they saw you. They saw you there. And they want you to start moving on and moving forward. It's not that you're forgetting them. They know that. It's just that they want you to start enjoying your life. Because you notice when they've passed, you're not enjoying your life. So they always say they want you to bring back your light. For me, that means bring back the you before they passed. Or you lost your light. Because you're not living your life. You're not living the life that you could be living since they've been gone. And there are things, maybe there's things you don't do anymore, like because you've done it with your son, daughter, or, your mom, dad, whatever, cousin, whatever passed away, you did these things with them. So if it's going golfing, so you don't go golfing anymore, but you love golfing, but you don't love it because the fact that you did it with your dad or whatever it may be, or your mom, or whatever that may be. Or if you love doing art, but you don't do it because you did it with your mom or dad. Whatever the case may be, they don't want you not doing those things. They want you doing those things. And you know what? That can be your memory of doing it with them, right? Just like when you're doing your art or when you go on golfing, think of them and they'll be there with you, right? On those moments. They don't want you to stop living your life. They want you to keep going because they're not here. They don't want you to stop living life. They want you to go out there and enjoy life. You can have those moments where you think about them and all of that, but they still want you to get out, do your thing, right? If you're like a homebody, they don't want you. If you used to be somebody, let's rephrase that. If you were somebody that went out all the time and then you became a homebody, they don't want you doing that. They want you to go out there and go live that life. That's what a lot of my reads are, right? They want you to go live that life, right? This is so that, why my message was given to me is because they're helping you to move forward and not stay stuck or move backwards, right? Because your son could have been your best friend, your mom could have been your best friend, your dad. But they're always around you, so know that. They're around you. So talk to them. So you can grab their picture and start talking to them. However you want to do it. If it feels weird just talking in thin air, you just grab their picture and start talking to them, you know? Or something that was theirs, right? And this is also, they know, is that if you have a clothing of theirs or something, they'll let me know, right? I'm not guaranteed to what to give you, but it's whatever they want to give you. So if you were like have a car or clothing, there's a reason they want to know that you have that item, right? Right? And if you guys in the physical world, you argued, they want to say, no big deal, right? It's not a big deal because we both had a heated whatever going on. We both said stuff we didn't mean. Those are the kinds of things that they bring up as well. So if you had an argument with so-and-so, they're not typically upset about it. They're like, we both said things we didn't mean, right? And not always. And spirits will come in and say, oh, I'm sorry for this or that. They've done that too. Not always, but some of them do come in, yes. And I wanted to point, yeah. This is kind of what you're expecting with my mediumship, right? This is what you're going to be getting, these kind of things, right? Validation that your loved one is still around. They know the things, right? So, here's an example. This is my first time doing a reading in public, and I was on a train, and I had no clue, but the son wanted me to point at the dad's tattoos. And I was like, oh, you got tattoos, right? I was just going, when we were talking, right? Both tattoos. And it sure enough had something to do with his son, right? The tattoo. So, yeah. And so that just got on him thinking about his son and everything. And his son brought up, it's not your fault, right? So, it's not your fault. And he needed to hear that. So those are the kind of things they're going to bring up. And also, there's lots of, readings that they bring up. So, if you feel like suicidal because they're not here, they're going to bring up, they want you to keep going. Because it's not your time yet. You still have life to live. So, you don't need to, they don't want you to end your life because they're always around you, right? They know. They want you to enjoy life. Whatever life you have left, enjoy it. Enjoy the life you had. And they see it around you all the time. They're around you. Oh, well, yeah. And then also they switch, right? If you got another son, they'll go over visit that son. They come visit you, and then they go visit that son. Yeah, so so that's what I mean, yeah. This is something I wanted to share because I wanted to give you an idea what spirit talks in the afterlife, right? After they pass. The other side, I call it the other side. And that just shows they're around, right? Me, not everybody has this option, but I can talk to my mom in spirit, and I can talk to my father-in-law in spirit. So I have that ability to be able to talk to them. Not everybody has that ability because they can talk back to me, right? I can talk to them and they talk back to me. But not everybody has that option. So you just have to see the signs of whatever they're trying to tell you. And a lot of times you miss the sign because you're too stuck in grief. So if you take time and start seeing the signs that they're sending you, then you'll start to know what I'm talking about. They're around you. And I want you guys to know this because so you're not feeling alone. You're never alone. They're always around you. So if you live by yourself, no, they're still with you. Yeah. And like that one I was telling you about, this older lady I was talking about. She felt so alone. But then when she found out her husband is around, it made her feel at peace. Made her feel good. and she wanted to keep going. So that was really exciting for me, that I was able to give her that message, and yeah, and it just knows that your loved ones are around, right? So look for the signs that your loved ones are around. This is what this video is about, knowing that. And also, I'm going to throw in here also about your pets, too. When I'm doing pet readings, your pets do, they give you what you need, the same message. They give you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. They want to give you that message to tell you they're around, too. Your pets are around you as well. So, they'll let you know what you need to know, right? And they also will want you to move on too. And they'll tell you things that you used to do with them, or you used to go fetch with them, go on long walks, whatever it may be, or they waited by the door for you to get home. These are some of the messages I've gotten. And they're beautiful messages for you to start moving on, right? And that's the hardest thing, because our pets are just like family to us. So, and your pet wants you to move on as well. They want you to live life, right? If that was your support animal. And, here's the thing, is that your pet is fine with you getting another pet, because that helps you to move on. And they may even help direct you to get another pet, right? They may help you find another pet that suits you, right? That's happened too. And, and I want to say that too, going back to mediumship, that, like, your husband, say he passed, may help you find somebody else, because they don't want you to be alone, right? Or vice versa. Your wife passes, she may help you find somebody else. Or if your mom passes, they may help you find a suitor if you haven't found anybody, found a boyfriend or something for you. So, they are on the other side helping you out, too. I want you to know that. So, this is a video to give you an idea of what my mediumship is like and what I get from the other side, right? And the messages I get. It's to basically help you in life, to help you move on. And if they want you to if you get back into doing things you haven't done in so long, they want you to start living life. And same with your pets. And I'm going to give you another thing with when I do pet readings. When I read your pet, I mean, that is alive too. I'm going to put that in there too. Is that when your pets, when they're, I'll talk to your cat. Your cat will tell me things, and I'll relay what they tell you. Or I've had it where I get the personality of the cat, and then that's your cat. Like, that's how I've done it. So those are ways I get the readings, right? So, and I've done it where I read a bird, which sounds crazy to me, but I did it. I read a bird. I channeled the bird, and then the bird told me things about what happened to him and stuff like that. So it depends on what they want to tell me. I'm not guaranteed that they're going to tell me what you want them to tell you. And sometimes also, I want to go back to mediumship too. It's like, say your loved one passed away a certain way, and you witnessed that. What they're going to tell me is they don't want you to focus on that. They don't want you to focus and be stuck there. They're going to want you to look at their picture and look at that happy memory of them. That's what they're going to want you to focus on. That. Not how you saw how they passed, right? That is an example of what they want you to do. It'll also move on, right? Not keep that memory, right? If you sat by their bed in the hospital and you saw them take their last breath, that's not what they want you to focus on. Or if they looked really sick, that's not what they want you to remember. They want you to remember that picture of them, the way they looked, and how pretty or beautiful they looked, or cute, or handsome. That's what they want you to focus on. Or if they were funny in the physical world, they want you to focus on that funniness of them, right? That's what they want you to focus on, not how they pass. And those are a lot of the messages I get too. And, okay, if your loved one passed traumatically and you don't know how they passed, they don't want you to focus on that. They may not even tell me how they like passed or who did it to them or whatever. They may not tell me that because they don't want you to focus on that. And that's a lot of my reads at times too can be, is they don't want you to focus on how they passed. They want you to focus on you and not focusing on them. And so instead of doing that, they want you to focus on you and focus on when you do think about that time, they want you to see that picture of them, that picture you have of them, all those pictures you have. So, of them. If you have a picture of you guys going to the beach or whatever it may be, or it may be just the conversation you guys had. Remember in those conversations. So whatever it may be, they want you to carry that instead of who killed them or how they passed, right? They don't want you to focus on that. They are rather you do other things and focus on doing you and getting out there and enjoying life. This is some of the stuff I wanted to share. I was thinking about it. Video just came to me. Maybe not my idea, maybe it was Spirit's idea, but this is something that I thought would be a good video to share because a lot of you struggle without your loved one around. So this is the time to focus on you and get back out there because that's what they want for you. Not to be stuck in that they're no longer here. They're here with you, but just in a different way. They're on the other side, I call it the other side. So they're right there with you. So know that. They see what you're doing in your life. They see the milestones and all that going on in your life. So they do see that. So know that they're around. So talk to them. That's what they always say in my reads. I'm like, so I ask them, do you speak to them? Do you speak to them? And they go, no. They want you to do that. They want you to speak to them. So this is what they want. They want you to speak to them. They want you to tell them about their day, about your day, everything going on. They want to hear it. They want to, yeah. So whatever you want to talk to your loved one, talk to them. They're right there to listen. They hear you. They're listening. So I hope this video gives you what you need to hear here. I hope this helps you to start moving on. And yeah, so I give you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear on my messages. That was given to me early on in my reads. So yeah, so I'm hoping this will help a lot of you. So remember, look out for those signs. It could be feathers, it could be coins, or something that reminded you of a loved one. It could be, say, sunflowers, roses, whatever reminded you of your loved one. That is giving you a sign they're right there with you. So pay attention, whatever it may be. It could be a car. You saw a car that reminded you of them. So whatever it is, pay attention to the signs. Look out for them. So I want to thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, like the video. And maybe comment if you thought this helped you out. All right. Well, thank you for watching. And see you on the next one.